Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? And there's my
Whoa,
man right there. How are you, sir?
it's me. I'm a man. Controversial.
So close yet so far away.
Ugh.
Terrible.
We're doing it remotely tonight. It's my fault. Sorry, I'm punishing the viewers here, but yeah, I gotta go set concrete posts in the dark after this, so that'll be fun.
It's about time you did some work. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I get it.
as lazy
Like
as we are, I hate to see it. Just hate to see it. Um,
yeah,
let's see. There we go.
yeah.
Uh, oh, what, what?
just
That's
just the
debatable.
first, just the first. Thank you, Wiener. Beautiful
Um,
boss of mine.
so hang on a second.
It's so stupid. Uh,
Oops. Oops. Hang on a second. So I'm trying to help everybody else out here. Get the guys on. Um, let's see if I can't. Uh, nope. All right. Let me. We're just working. We're trying to get the rest of the folks on. Obviously, we're going to ramble until that happens.
have you
Um,
ever listened to Death Grips?
I'm sorry. To what now?
Death Grips, the
Death
artist.
grips. I can't say that I have. I don't know what that is.
There's a song that I have stuck in my head, and the beginning is just this like scary experimental sounding music, and it's just the guy going spread eagle cross the block, spread eagle cross the block, and then it goes like with a guitar riff, and it's like almost nonsense, but it's actually awesome. I just find the stupid just one of the songs is just him going just saying tachyon, but it's cut so it's tack on, but it's like a scary rapper just it's so good. It's crazy. Subcult. Yeah, dude, I fell back into Death Grip so bad. I don't know if I'm sad or retarded. I can't figure it out. It's so
I'm gonna say a little bit
crazy.
of both, by the way.
I am unhappy. But what's up, my minigun man? My overwhelming ballistic battle buddy. I have a battle bud, and then I have a ballistic battle bud. He drops the lead
I
and
did not
destroys
know that.
head.
I didn't know that you had those. I gotta be honest. Um,
Well, the latter.
uh,
Shut up tonight, Wiener. God, I'm sick of getting thrashed by you. God, it was really nice to see you at Stronghold, by the way. Whoa, how topical!
we're not
I
there yet.
really
We're not
like
there yet.
I really like your old man stare as you're like yeah, Greg.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, this is you. You're literally like
Oh, I'm sorry. I was literally on a whole. I was on another tab, sending sending instructions to the rest of our guests.
kind of look
Sorry
like a
about
monkey. Ooh,
that.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
Do you want me to hit the buttons again? Is that what you want?
No, don't punish me. I've been so good. This stream brought to you in part by fracking,
There we
Fruit
go.
of the Loom
Okay.
underwear,
All
and
right.
really annoying sound.
We got
Imagine if this was sponsored by fracking.
by frac. So speaking of fracking, the frac is actually something on an MTW. Didn't know if you know that. That's what they call the new HPA tap at the back of the gun. It's called the frac.
People, we're Wolverine certified. We're pro frack. I'm into fracking.
We are pro frac. Yes, we are.
Take that,
Everybody
people
should
in
have a little bit of
Appalachia.
frac. Yep. Everybody should have a little frac in their life. Ah, not look. You are a oh one eye. You're so old. Um, I don't know. Not look. You are a monkey. Anyway, we
Eh,
got some more. We almost got everybody in the green room, so that's good. We're still waiting a little bit longer. Um,
my room's a
see,
bad word
um,
mess.
here, audio now video. Okay, anyway.
You look like the
Okay.
redheaded step that has been beat over and over. Wiener, you know what you look like? a future gravestone. Shut up, old man.
All right, and
Old.
we're at 7:05, and that means
Whoa! I'm going to talk about upcoming events, and
look
it's
at
going to be
you. There it
fantastic.
is. There it is.
Whoa! We're in
Right,
August, and you know what that means?
the
We're
breakup.
starting local home events. Here
Boom.
we go.
There it is. Oh.
Anyway, so so an upcoming event at DEO in North Fort Myers is our quarterly buy sell trade. Dust off that old gear and bring that cash you stole from mommy's purse when she was in the bathroom. It's time to trade and look for new things you need but desire. You want but covet. At DEO, August 30th, bring a table. Bring guns you no longer want, cash, money, and a good attitude. Also, food, games. The shop is open. Chuck us out. Open all day, August 30th. DEO buy sell trade. Chucking
Gonna be a party.
along. It's going to be as much of a party as capitalism allows. Moving right along, we got a very important event. I can't wait for it because I get to spend time with dear old sir. It is the weekend of September 19th to the 21st. Operation Iron Knife. But wait, you say, didn't we just have a stream about Iron Knife?
Iron knife. Iron
Iron
knife.
Knife. Iron Knife.
All
That's
30
right.
hours?
But
32 hours,
but
whatever it is.
that's more than an Evo in less than 2 days. What do you mean 30 hours? Sir, I'm confused. Well, y'all need to shut up and let me explain. It's going to be a fantastic time in Barnwell, South Carolina at the amazing Government Training Institute. It is a 30-hour full immersion experience. You're looking at an XO. The CO is backstage right now. It's going to be a fantastic time. Go Eastern. More like Beastern. What up, tan
Ooh, I
dorks?
like
It's
that.
going to be a fantastic time, a galed romp through the killing fields. Check that out. Follow Third Coast Airsoft for more details and listen to the scary and almighty overlord Sal for more updates. I'm chucking right out of September and falling right into October. Wake me up when September
October.
ends. That's right. Uh, you know what? This month makes me angry. We're moving right into November. Uh, November 14th to the 16th, Pop quiz.
Yes.
November 14th to the 16th
November 14th
is
and 16th is that would be Operation Redacted 2.
bam.
Redacted 2.
What up, Jax? I'm reaching out to you real soon. That is redacted to by the illustrious Freddie Lux himself at the Mount Vernon Armory slash hospital slash historical
SFA.
property in Mobile, Alabama. It is going to be fantastic. Sir, are the tickets live?
The tickets are live. Yes, they are.
Well,
Veterans
buy them before they
Airsoft,
run
dual
out.
page. Yep.
Yep, limited tickets. Definitely keep track of. I've been made tiny. I'm being punished.
Nope, you're good. I'm working on it. Give me a minute. We're
I'm
getting
back.
there.
I'm gone. I'm
There
alive.
we
I'm
go.
dead. I'm alive. But anyways,
There we go.
so yep, that's redacted to September 14th to the 16th. You can't beat it. Veterans for Airsoft is making events by veterans for veterans. Veterans get priority tickets. Uh, I mean, it's for a good
If you're a
organization to
veteran, your
support.
tickets are free. If you're a first responder, you get discounted tickets. Veterans
Yes.
active duty military are free.
Also, Benny, I see you. It's not just a Toucan episode, although it usually feels like it. Kidding, of course. Haha. Nervous laugh.
Should I be?
Right, ripping right along and ignoring whatever that was. We got essentially Christmas in November for me. Wasteland 17 by Mind Game Productions by the one Mac McLaughlin himself. A Wasteland is a series run as a Fallout Airsoft LARP. It is an immersive roleplay experience at the fantastic AO Wayne's World of Paintball in Ocala, Florida. I can't speak enough about this. Volumes I could write on how amazing this event is. Hardcore Milsimmer, get the experience. Basic boffer weapon LARPer, check it out. From the craziest ideas to the most beautiful costumes to absolute assassins to merchants and traders, bottle cap soda. It is a Fallout roleplay experience with extreme violence. Check it out. Follow Mind Game Productions for more updates,
You sound as though
ticket
you're very
updates,
fond of this event.
and player pack. Yes, I love this event. You know what? I'm gonna hit the pull cord right there.
There
We're
it
gonna
is.
slam the brakes, air brake it. We're right at 10 minutes. I think I banged out what we needed. All those events. If we didn't announce any other events and they're happening, sorry. Nothing against you. Those are the ones we prefer and are going to and or covet.
Hidden Ward is
Yell
in
at
there
us.
too, but we'll get more information about that as we go forward, guys.
Yeah, that's like a 50, 70, 80, 99% certainty. We got to wait for 100%.
Yeah,
So,
we're not
uh,
100%, we're going. But speaking
uh,
of events, were we just
whoa.
at one?
We were in the Soggy Bottom base of Florida, otherwise known as Immokalee, Florida, home of the orange, the potato, but more importantly, the killing fields of the old Hendry County prison that
And
the fantastic group Tryhards Airsoft just coordinated an event at, and we vended it.
who's the head of that?
Well, if one could say his name, he may be summoned. It's Laz! Summon, there
What
he
up,
is!
fellas?
Woo!
And
What up? What
what
up?
good would it be without the illustrious COs from both sides? Let's see how we can get this. Warden, there he is. There. Okay.
Oh my God! Someone came with a professional setup. That dude, John, I love it. It's so amazing.
Your hat is
Man,
green, John. It's not working for you. It's okay though. Sorry.
John is so
Just
tactical. He's
letting you know.
blending into the back. It's dude. Shout out to you, John. Amazing.
We got Bill Gary to his right, my right.
Yes.
However you want to do it, he's there. And of course, Laz, thank you very much. Thank you for having us this weekend. Absolutely appreciate it. It was a fantastic time. So we were all there this weekend. What were we there? Why were we there? And what made it so special?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Man, it's always a special to come see, get us all together, man. Honestly, it was like probably one of the best times we've had at the prison. From all the events that I've been there, at the end of every event, there's always some sort of weird issue, believe it or not. It's between, problems on the field that have been to every op and everything, or something one another. And at the end of this, I was worried about the same thing, and I got nothing but positive feedback. We were there for an operation called Operation Stronghold. Something I took a long time to put together. And I got two good guys to lead it, and they did a great job. Got great numbers, over 318 players, roughly, and it came out very well. It came out very, very well. And obviously, I want to hear what everybody else got to say about that one.
I know there was a minute, by the way. We were what, like 3 weeks out, I think, and the numbers were still like treading water. They were treading water.
Oh yeah, no, it was scary. It was scary, but I was like, I remember being an airsofter, and I said, we wait till the last minute.
Yeah. Yep.
And after the event, I figured out that airsofters are assholes. By the way, anyway,
I'll say
included.
this. Spoiler alert! It was a great time. Yeah. The end.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
It was a lot of fun. We're gonna rip it apart now and tell you how terrible it was.
No, not me. I genuinely had a nice time.
Do what you got to do. There's only one way to get it right, and that's how to know what you did wrong.
Yep. No. Listen, nobody's perfect, and that's what makes us all perfect. All right. We all make mistakes, and we grow from them. There was nothing so glaring that it made it a bad time. Even Mother Nature tried, and we all just had fun with it. So, we got two gentlemen down below, the COs from Green and Pan. Gentlemen, want to introduce yourselves? Either one of you, feel free to go first.
Hey, BG. Go ahead, Warden. All right, so my name is John. I'm Warden from DCN, the CO. I was running COR for Green on Stronghold. What's going on, guys?
Yo, beautiful.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, I was your CO for 10.
And two of them could write
Somebody just
books,
had
huh? They could
gas.
just write
There's that.
books. All right. I'll never have either one of you as my color man. Okay.
It's like
So
middle school
guys, listen.
presentations again.
Yeah.
I had a good summer.
If you guys aren't familiar with either one of them or both of these guys, fantastic gentlemen, on and off the field. Just when I found out that BG, when I found out that it was going to be you and Bearded, I was even more excited. I thought that was awesome. The event itself was very reminiscent of our North versus South, which is why I was excited to do it. When John asked me to be his XO, I was like, oh, and he started telling me the story behind it, telling me all about it, telling me Laz was doing it. I was like, okay, I'm in. And then just to be able to be out there with the entire Florida community as a whole, that was exciting, and I'd never gotten to be a part of one of those. Last time I got to do anything like that, even remotely close, was in Overwatch, and that was how many years ago? So, and this didn't compare. This is a whole new community, whole new player base. Okay, I can keep going, or somebody can jump in. That's fine too.
Popping myself right.
Laz, you need to fix the weather down in the Everglades. I mean, are we a joke to you? I don't quite understand why you let it rain, and what's the deal, dude?
It was supposed to be a surprise. It wasn't supposed to rain as hard. I did talk to God, and we worked something out to make it just a little bit more difficult. I want a little bit more Milsim, and then he went over the top. That's all it was. That's it. He said too many people are getting too hot, complaining about not having enough water, so he hooked us up. That's all it was.
Boy, that was a good hookup. I think the hookup needed to be unhooked a couple times.
No, definitely.
This is how much fun it was, and Toucan can attest this. This is how much fun it was. I don't normally play in the rain. Like I really don't. I don't care for it. It's I'm 52 years old. I'm like, I'm all set. I was in the army. I'm good. And I saw the rain coming down. I'm like, let's do it, boys. Let's keep going. And head to toe soaked, all the way through the boots, the whole thing. Don't care. Let's do it. And just trudging through the water, hoping I didn't drown in a small puddle. It was it really was a lot of fun. Had a really good time. Great engagements. So, and we've heard a lot of good feedback as well. Just so you know.
You picked the perfect people to be the cellies. I don't know if anybody's giving you credit for that. They were fantastic, and the deputies you had, the prison wardens, excellent choice. They killed it.
If you guys, just a quick shout out, if you guys have not seen Tap Ninja's video on
my God.
the Stronghold, he played it out to the T. Right in the beginning of the video, he's playing a prisoner. Like I got somehow I got my cell phone in the prison block, and I'm hiding it. He has a fake toothbrush in one of the on the other cells, and he's asking the guys that are coming by, "Oh, grab me that toothbrush, grab me that shank. I mean my toothbrush, grab me my toothbrush." And he has it filed out as a shank and everything. You see him practicing it with it. You have to watch it. It's probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen before he gets into the action. He went all out with it, and I really enjoyed it. It was good.
I'll look it up. I got to.
A lot of guys. I was trying to throw a bunch of twists and turns into the game. I didn't want to just make it, control the boxes, do this and that. I wanted each prisoner to have their own attitude, and when you got to it, you got to enjoy that attitude. You got to enjoy the surprises that I had for you. Because one of my prisoners was literally, I told him, you can't walk. Put a stretcher in your cell, and you can't walk. And when they get there and they try to pull you out, make them pick you up and drag you all the way back. And that's exactly what they had to do. When they went to go get him, he's like, I can't walk, get my stretcher. And they were like, what? That was one hell of a twist. Because at the end, the 5 guys that actually did it were like, you're an asshole, Laz. I said, well, you had to do it. You know what I mean? You had some points for you. You did it. But I got a lot of video of that going on. I'm glad I got to record most of the stuff that did happen. So the people that didn't see it can say, oh, man, I missed that. You know what I mean? There was a lot of stuff going on all at once on the thing. That's why I put multiple objectives out there and multiple ways to be able to get those objectives.
I'll say this, too. Like, speaking of objectives, a game only works if it has good directors. And shout out to Green Leadership I don't want to specifically say who, but let's just say I would go up to command and command, or even better, command would proactively come up to me and go, yo, take that. What are you doing? What do you need? I go, I need people. All right, here's people. Can I have more people? Here's more people. Cool. I made a task force. All right, go do it. I go do it. I come back. Figure out the next thing. We now need building 2. I go back and get more. Like, Green Command was on it. Green had highly motivated players.
And
You were there? You were there? I didn't even see you.
Well,
I
I didn't even see you.
That's
good,
I
That means you on the field. That's why, because I was in the command center. I was in the field. That was good.
I'm flattered.
So let me ask.
Nicest thing you ever said.
What did you guys do to prepare for this? What did I mean, I know Laz announced it several months ago. You guys had all that time. What were you able to? What did you do? What do you feel worked for you? Maybe didn't work for you.
My hand.
Either one.
I just talked crap about Tan until the event. That's how I prepared.
So
respectfully,
I'll take the
respectfully.
I'll go ahead and go first. Right. So transparently, people have been trying to get me to be CO at events for about a decade. I always say no. And Papa, you know why. And Warden, you know why. It's a thankless job. It's a ton of logistics. Everybody wants, and you send out intel, and they don't listen anyway. Right? People have also been trying to get me on a podcast for over 10 years, and this is the first one I've joined. So, respect to you guys.
I didn't know that. Thank you. That's awesome.
I didn't know that.
I've been around the game for 20 years. It's not a ego thing. I just, I've just leveled up in LARP apparently, being a CO and now being on a podcast. I skipped 2 levels. Laz came to me about it, said about the opportunity he had, and I instantly knew I wanted to support him. So when he asked me about it, I said, I'm there for you. What do you want to get for Green? He knew he was going to go for Dade County. He wanted to set that up. I didn't know who the XO was going to be, but Pop, I was thrilled when I found out you stepped back into leadership. I'd known you were not trying to be in that anymore. So I knew Green would bring it, right? So Laz, I don't know how much intel he gave you guys before the op. He did not tell us much. So really what I had was my knowledge of the prison. So we tried to push intel out to our guys about the pace it would be. We knew how hot we expected it to be. We were pushing hydration. We pushed maps out. We go ahead. I picked a spawn early. Past couple times I've been there, I've had what's the better spawn. So I said, look, I'll take the spawn. It's more physically challenging. We'll take that. Just because try it out, challenge ourselves a bit. So I prepared our guys for it's a land grab in the beginning. We knew that. The prison's always that first push is a land grab. It doesn't matter what the objective is. It's going to be to take space. So we had our battle plan set. That's kind of what I did to prepare people. Kept trying to get the roster updated, to kind of put my guys in squads where I felt I had my best teams in place. And then when we got the battle plan, it kind of all fell into place. I felt Green did an excellent job early pushing. Green normally does down in the Southwest. The player base is kind of the same all the time. Green always comes out the gate early, pushes hard. The resistance, the part of the multiple teams, I run Reaper's Rejects, but there's resistance about 8 teams. We were there heavy. We're a second half squad all day long at every event we go to, whether it be national, whether it be ever. You ask VFA, you ask Third Coast, you ask Lion Claws. It's the second half of our endurance really what pushes people out. So you guys were up big. I didn't know we had lost food service. I didn't know. No one had told me. When we did, we dropped that airstrike, and I was like, oh, we need the points for an hour. But we had you guys had dropped 2 airstrikes. We had 1 late in the game, so I felt good going in the second half. I was going to force you guys to make some decisions early and use that airstrike to take space. I felt we had the points game. All I knew of the Fragos in part 2 is that they were going to be heavily focused on physical fitness. They were going to be challenging physically. And that, historically, no disrespect to all of Green, but historically, Green fades in the 4th quarter. Mm-hmm. In Southwest Florida, it's a lot of young players, a lot of unexperienced players. They come out super ego. By the end of first half, I saw you guys respawn. I saw the parking lot. That wasn't, hey, we're up, we're taking a break. It was fatigue setting in early. No one's scheduled it that way. There's a lot of really great players on Green. I knew Dade County would be that tough whistle blue, but Warden knows he's going to have attrition late, and that's where my guys on Tan, we were really going to shine. My QRF, the Breachers, is probably one of the most athletic teams I've seen in Airsoft. If we were doing something, we had it. Yeah. So.
Let me jump in on that. Just a real quick one. When I did the original North versus South, it was almost exactly because of what you're talking about. used to be South Florida was like almost all speed saw. There
Yeah.
wasn't a lot of mill sims, so there
They're
weren't
not
guys
built
that
from
chased
out.
themselves. There were guys that were explosive, right? And North Florida, heading up towards the north, that was all mill sim. So seeing who was better was the whole reason behind bringing North versus South together. And you're hitting the nail on the head by saying, yeah, you guys are just slow and steady wins the race.
Very
Just stay on,
methodical, right?
stay
You
on,
know, you
stay
play
on it.
4 quarters. We had a strategy. You guys played great the first half. I thought it would be closer. I didn't realize they had such high gun, but I looked at the math. I was like, we got this. I feel good about it. We're going to force them to use their airstrike early to get food service. And then, like Chessman, I was like, then I got them. I was going to make it very difficult for you guys to return your barrels. Like we let it easy to get them early on. We were going to hit it hard to make it challenging to return them. I was going to put a lot of resource in it. I felt good about it. I knew we'd have the numbers. But you guys played an amazing first half, and then we called it for weather for a variety of reasons. I was there at 3 o'clock with my team, kid up, ready to spawn. I thought it was on. But when I made the decision, I told Laz, I said, listen, it's a dangerous place to play at times. Weather's going to make it foggy for a lot of people. Won't be able to see. It could be treacherous. You also have a lot of PID problems. You can't tell who's friendly. So people start arguing and shooting friendlies. Also, people start arguing like, hey, you're not calling your hits because you can't see where your BB goes. 90% of players don't use their optic. Yeah, they trace BBs. And then the other part is
that's a whole nother stream to talk about.
AEGs and water don't mix, right? And Warden and 2 guys
Optics.
concerned about their $1,000 guns going out in the rain. Meanwhile, like some of the resistance show plastic bags wrapped around their buttstocks, right? So when I conceded last, said, hey, man, if you do that, just know green is up. And I said, look, man, they won the half, right? I was like, I've played sports many a time. It's not how you guys wanted to win. It's not how we wanted to take the L, right? All I'd say is like, guys, Stronghold 2. Let's run it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you guys are down for it. We're not going to place a side wager. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you guys. I respect you guys. I respect the community. Florida for a long time has had a bad rap. I think we're changing that narrative. And when we go to national ops together, when you guys are all probably seeing what we all do, I mean, we're making noise. We have been called by host a problem, but like in a logistics problem. How do you stop a team of 30 to 90 guys who play together and coordinate attacks and play the whole game? It doesn't matter if you've got the best squad of 10 on the other team. 10 gang can't stop 60. Like, so I'm proud to be part of this Florida community, and I was happy to have you guys there. If I had to take an L to someone, I was glad it was you guys. I respect you both. And my ultimate goal is to make Laz have his first big op, be successful, and I think we all accomplished that in spades. I think when he hosts the next one, people are going to want to sign up, and I will be there.
Agreed.
Oh, my last note. I did not expect to ride around in the technical all first time. Okay. There was let me run it through real quick. I'll be quick and then give one the floor. So I was told I'd get a technical team. Right? You guys got a technical team. You guys got Shaq and Kobe. Okay. I felt like Happy Gilmore when I had to pick my caddy up in the parking lot. My driver was amazing personality, but he had never driven a technical before. He does not play airsoft. He has no tactics. And apparently, for the first 90 minutes, he does not understand left from right. I had to take it upon myself to educate my tech for later in the game. Also, the LMG on the roof went down in the first 2 minutes. The minigun on the side went down in the first 5 minutes. We had problems all day long. An hour in, we're having problems with the trunk. Turns out there was no problem with the trunk. My driver doesn't know how to work the unlock button. At points, guys,
by the way,
I was putting barrels. If I was putting barrels on the roof, Papa. So I stuck around and not planning to be in there just to keep us effective. Now by the end of the evolution, he was ready to go. So I thought, okay, now my team is good to go for the second half. But I had to make a command decision. No one else wanted to get in the gun. We asked everybody for volunteers. I was supposed to be in there for one pass, just to kind of make let's see how it's technical. Yeah.
All right.
So I don't think you guys heard that because I know he broke up over here. The Hummer, they couldn't open the back hatch of it. So they couldn't get the people or the drums in there. It could open, but the driver didn't know how to open it. So you had to see it. I'm hoping they got pictures and videos. You had BG as a gunner, but also trying to hold 2 barrels on the roof while trying to transport them back and forth, which had to be a visual. He had to do 5 trips like that, trying to hold 2 barrels on the roof with a gun on the other hand.
I was a Mark 18 on wheels. Yeah, you guys had a technical. I had a Mark 18 on wheels.
Yeah, at least you have some action. I was all day in the in the
So,
spot.
to be honest,
Yeah,
Warren,
you were running Logi all day, John. You were
I didn't
killing
like
it.
guys. I didn't
I
actually
think
work that only part.
the only action I got is when BG was on the Hummer that I went and just threw the grenade. I think that's the only
It was a great throw. by the way. It was a great throw.
only tactical way I got out. I was like, let's run it.
Yeah, but I was running comms the whole time. I'm running this. I only had a Mark 18. You guys have LMGs. I've got them. I looked. I had my launcher right. I'm in battles with technicals. I'm running command. I'm trying to teach this guy not to drive in a hole. Like we're trying to do all these things from there. And like the minutes turned into hours. It was not my plan. I wanted to sit at the CP drinking Gatorade. If you want to be honest, like, I wanted.
What kind of Gatorade? What was in the Gatorade?
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you guys, it was a great game. I think everyone had a lot of time. There's always airsoft problems, right? Papa's like, did you tell your guys you can go in building 1? Absolutely not. Building 1's never been in play, right? Like,
No,
yeah. But no, I respect you guys. I think it was a great game. I'm excited to go back. I'm ready. I was disappointed in any sporting event. I think we all were. It's not how you want a game to end. It was the right call for the moment. But yeah, it leaves a taste in my mouth. I can see, tip of the cap, guys.
We gotta get next drive. We gotta get good driver next time.
Yeah.
Someone tell BG Asians are good drivers. Woo!
There's your XO right there, by the way.
I thought he was. He's Hispanic.
So Warden, let me now let's go to your corner. How do you feel about it? How'd you prepare? What'd you do?
I think it was good. I think we had a plan, Papa. I would have done a little things differently. I think for Stronghold too, if we get to do it, I think I will do things differently. At least tactical ways, radio ways, and set up a tactical team differently. But overall, I think it was good. The way that last set up the pre-deployment for the troops was great. I think the guys that was there on that building, as soon as we came out of spawns, they took out what? Let me see. I think like about 15 of us right away.
It was a lot. It was a lot more, dude. It was crazy because when I looked over, it literally looked like a Christmas tree.
Yeah,
all green with red lights on them. But what you guys did perfectly was you had enough people with common sense to say, and they went the different way. Even though they had to go that way, they went around the building. And then you had enough backup. Even you, when you said your only action was to throw the grenade, the first thing you did was ran and saved half those people. In the first 10 minutes, I saw Warden run into the field. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is not a good sign. But he brought back at least 15 of those dead 50 people. You know what I mean? He did what he had to do to keep his people back in thing. And then he turned the vehicle around, put the lay down the fire, and that was the only way they were able to get into that building. You know what I mean? So right there, as long as you're able to see it, that's what the pre-deployment was for. The pre-deployment was just to slow everybody down so everybody had a chance to get to both sides of the field.
Yeah, it was
not
good.
just that, but to also
good strategy.
And Warden, I think you put shooters in yours too, right? I put in my
shooters,
pre-deploy, right? I put talent in there to make it difficult. I'm sure you put your hitters in.
Yeah, it was. I didn't for that pre-employment. I didn't get the coalition in there. I just got a couple of the new guys. They wanted to give it a try, so I give them a chance. They let me try it. So that's why I give it to them. I didn't give the team, the people that I usually would give that to. I didn't give it to them.
I want
to give it a try. So that's why I did. I was like, okay, let's go get 10 people, give it a try. Let's see what they hold it down. I don't know how long they hold it down, but I know that you sent, I think, about a little small squad to test the waters because they was telling me it was a small squad, and out of nowhere you just rushed that building.
Yeah. So my primary goal was to cut off any reinforcements or like to the supply depot. So having confirmed with you guys and the guys on your technical later, we made it very hard for like the first 90 minutes for them to get to the barrels, right? I want to cut off. I knew those guys were pre-deploying there, but I also knew they couldn't leave, right? So in the meantime, until you had keys, they really didn't matter. Sitting there, was my. Initially, I thought about airstriking them and just clearing them out. But I think you guys had a similar plan. So Laz decided to clear the airspace for the first 30 minutes, no airstrikes. It would have been funny.
I was trying to get last on the radio before, but I guess the radio I was having problems with the radios, and I couldn't airstrike it sooner. And I was like, oh God! So that's when he came up to me, and then he drove all the way over there and he airstriked it for me. But yeah, if I would have airstriked it at least 10 minutes before, I think it would have been great.
Yes, I was saving my airstrike But yeah.
John, let me say this. Like, oh, I could have done this. I could have done that. Sir, if I may be in your corner, scoreboard. Scoreboard!
Yeah.
You did enough.
Don't be that guy who scoreboards a one-half game. You're better than that. You're better than that. How many NBA championships are decided in the last 3 seconds?
Right,
I'm
gonna devil's advocate that one.
John is Michael Jordan. You can't change my mind.
I think
that one.
well, we would have found out the true story before tan and green. I think it would have been in the second half. I think that second half.
I take
the full potential of both teams. So I know a lot of people gassed out. We had it. I think it was about, if I'm not mistaken, I think 70 or 85% of our team was new guys. There was never been to a Muslim team. They've never been there. So we had in the green side, I know we had about 80% at least of new guys.
Yeah. And they played great. You did well with them. I could see the effort. I could see everything. But when I was driving around, when you grenaded me toward the end, your respawn was so full of just cooked young individuals.
Yeah. They tried. They did good. I'm not gonna lie. They did good, and they did better than I expected. To be honest with you, I thought they was gonna be gassed out within the first 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they came out of spawns, they bucked it. They ran. They all ran. And so I was like, oh, these guys are gonna get gassed out the first 45 minutes. But they hold out. Papa did work. Papa went in there. I saw Papa I think twice only.
I heard a lot of Papa sightings.
The security team that was running with him, they did a great job from him getting captured. So I'm actually happy for that too.
If the game had gone full term, I think it would have been a very close game. I don't know who would have taken it either side. I definitely think it would have been close.
Yep.
I think it definitely would. I think Green would have been surprised at how well you guys would have come back. Based on how many people came to me and said, "Yeah, we won." I'm like, "Oh no, just settle down. We won the first half."
Yeah.
Like there was a lot more game to go, and it changes. Look, you switch up tactics too. When you learn, look, first 3 rounds of a fight, you get your opponent's timing. Like you take some shots just so you can learn what their style is. Then you come back. It definitely could have changed. And I really do look forward
100%.
to going.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys saw a few things, how we did things and would have adapted. I saw a lot. I learned a lot. I mean, I've been in a long time, right? We were just studying and learning. We saw the tactics and that. Let some things take fold. Like I was not worried. I was surprised by the Aries advantage you guys had. At the first half, I was like, it was not insurmountable, right? So I was not nervous. I was not rattled. There was no frustration on my team. Like, guys, we got, it's like they're cooked. Look at them, right? If you ever played sports, it's the equivalent of seeing the other team with their hands on their knees, right? You know you got them. And our team, Florida lately, because you guys have been with me at Nationals, you know that we, as a community, in the third quarter, we bend you. Fourth quarter, we break you. Like you've seen it. Papa, you've been on our side. Warren and I, we run side on the same teams. Like Florida, that's our style now, right? You split that strength in this op by the nations. But yeah, with you guys' youth, like that's the confidence we had. I'll never know how the game would have ended up. You guys might have pulled it out. But yeah, I'm excited to run it back again with the same team. If you guys are down, I'm down.
I'll say this, BG. I'll say this. We definitely had the new players, the ambition, the excitement, the young blood. From the squad to borderline platoon level, you were scarily more organized than our side in terms of we just had like blind ambition, right? We had drive. You're not wrong. People were burning both ends of the candle. I truly believe the game would have been much, much closer than Green would have liked to have thought, and much to the delight of Tan. It could have been anybody's game in the second half if it wasn't for the rain out.
Yeah.
Even I saw like just a well-oiled machine on your end, and then just people throwing themselves to the fire on our end. So to give credence and credit.
It's a credit to your guys' leadership too. I'll tip the cap. Right? It's not easy. It's easy for me to take a lot of experience on my side, and the people I put in leaderships were all team leaders of their teams. I had no first-time squad leaders, right? Everyone who was running a squad, and I had platoon leaders. These are all experienced guys. Comms were tight as well as they can be at the prison. My biggest weakness was that technical. I thought I'd have comms with my technical. No way that guy was running a radio.
Laz, who you had driving the car, Laz?
He's a great guy. I will not talk about his enthusiasm.
Last sabotage Tan with a bad driver.
Guys, who was driving the
can't
Hummer
hear
last?
you. There's something wrong with
Yeah.
the phone. I don't know what's going
The
on
same way
right
with the
now.
radio when I tried to do
I'm
the
sorry.
airstrike, he couldn't hear my radio either.
He did a great job. He learned.
No,
He wanted to learn. He was my new player, right? You're just not used to the technical. Meanwhile, you've got Venom out there just wrecking shop.
Venom, props to dude. Venom deserves like the Airsoft Medal of Honor, dude. Venom was killing it out there.
Yeah.
I don't
John
make
and I
excuses though, right? We deal with it. It could happen to either side, right? Anyone could have got that, right? I'm not an excuse guy. I'll explain so that not everyone gets to see the command side of things, the thought process that goes into things. I try to educate guys, like teach a man to fish kind of stuff. I don't normally lead from the talk. I'm normally hard pressing. Mini Mills to me, I'm normally XO. You'll see me storming fobs, right? I'm a high value target, and I'll be leading the charge, and we just get things done. That's what makes me, I guess, popular in airsoft, right? I'm just out there having a great time. I'll be 46 on Sunday, guys, and I run just like any other one of those young kids on your side. I still love
Happy
it.
early birthday, my brother.
Yeah.
Warden and I talked about strategy, going into it, and we talked about how many teams you have on your side. Like that was one of the topics of conversation. What we knew our guys were going to be going against, how many organized teams you were going to have. That like you could have just thrown one team at every single building, and you would have had multiple teams on each building, and we knew that. And that's something that we definitely planned for. It was that was we were at a disadvantage for something like that. So
you guys made up for it with just sheer effort, right? Just grit, just determination. What we knew about the prison, what you guys know about the prison, it is much easier to defend buildings than it is to take buildings with bodies. Like it is a fatal funnel everywhere. It is very difficult. So we knew you guys would get too early. We knew we'd have food service. Your guys' decisions, I believe you airstrike food service to take it. It was good timing, and it took way too long for me to hear about it. So, like I say, from a leadership point, respect, right? Well played. But yeah, anyone plays the prison, it's an amazing place to play. You don't have to look far for a gunfight. It's hard to do strategy, but you have to hold what you've got, especially if there's a point box in there. It is hard to take an airstrike or just volume of bodies. You have to be willing to take casualties.
Hey, I remember food service and airstrikes, and I got to validate my claims about that. Can we go into a small story about airstrikes and pure effort? And BG, you are my citation on this. It's more funny than like bragging rights because it's literally just funny. This goes into BG. You had a well-oiled machine that was very excited, and we just had pure determination, and we were just like, let's just burn both ends of the candle, if you don't mind, BG. So dearest John is like, I don't care what it takes, take food service. I go, okay. I take GFB, my team go for broke. We get to food service. It's my dudes, about 5 of us, and then 2 random guys. We clear food service. Tan put up a scarily good fight. Again, going back to the organization, frustrating how organized you guys were. Like, my God. If it was a real firefight, you would have crushed us. Like, let's be honest. Like, we had no chance if it wasn't for tourniquets. We're holding the building. Capture the objective. Then game ref comes into food service. It might have even been you last. I can't recall correctly. Just airstrike, explosions, whistle. Okay, airstrike, cool. We all die. During that time, though, we're having amazing exchanges out of every door. Just like we're running back and forth, like, oh my God, shoot the guys under the yoke. Oh my gosh, they're looping around from the pavilion. Like, it's just so frustrating finding you guys. You're just so organized. The airstrike drops. So 7 of us died. Dude, yeah, a little too organized. One person in I forget what squad it was on Tan. The airstrike dropped and they ran in. Your guys. We died, and about double of your guys died in this protracted fight that was so good, literally in your favor. Like, if it went on for 20 more minutes, you would have had us. And just this equalizing airstrike, we died, but you died. And then when the remaining forces that lived, it was like, what, 7 green dead versus like 15 or 17. A crazy amount of Tan died. Again, not their fault. They were excited. Then the rest of the 10 ran in, but their leadership died. So they not only did they not take the objective in the building, but most of them died. I mean, that's just like so organized to a fault.
What you
Credit
had was
to you.
this. When the decision was made to strike food service, I allocated one squad to take it. But what happened is another squad had respawned, and they were headed to food service on their own. They did not know the airstrike was coming because at lunch they were like, "Why did you airstrike us? We just took the building."
Sounds right. Yep.
It was
right. So to hear the other side,
PG. You had us.
Yeah.
Like less than 20 minutes, you had us. It was crazy. It was so good.
Yeah, so we felt good about it going, and the weather had to. But yeah, it's funny to hear the other side of it because I had guys like, "You dropped an airstrike." I was like, "I don't know what you were doing in that building. You're not who I tasked to go there. Right? Like, you didn't know." I admire your enthusiasm, but like we had a plan at the talk. I assigned one squad, a large squad, about 20 guys to go occupy food service. I knew we'd hold it for the last hour, but yeah, I heard about how our friendlies ran in there, not knowing that the airstrike was coming. They thought they took the building, and they got killed.
BG, you rule, dude.
Now let's
Appreciate you too.
if I can jump in on this experience and no experience thing, dude, sometimes having no experience and just having balls is more than enough. It's crazy because green, that's why green also outnumbered 10 by about 12 to 15 on the total number.
Okay.
But like you guys, it was more, a lot more,
Like
less
30.
experience. So I knew it was going to be a lot better on both.
Sorry, lad. Sorry.
It would have been a lot better with both numbers being outnumbered the way it was.
Look, they played great, man. They played
Right?
hard.
So it was being outnumbered the way it was, and it worked out perfectly. Now, there was even a scene in the video that I released with all the clips. It was the funniest thing because it reminded me of the Balahawk video, where you got the Milsumers coming up to the door, and then you had this one speed soft that didn't care what everybody was doing. They just ran in. I had two tryhards working the angle on the door. They're holding it, and all of a sudden you see the speed soft that just run on in. They looked at each other and then went right in right after him. Like it was completely clear. And that part was amazing to me because I was like, this kid.
Oh.
Oh,
That's how passionate he is about it. Kid broke the internet.
he broke down. Somebody recharge Laz.
Laz must still be an Immokalee with that series. No, yeah, guys, we've all been there, right? There's a team who's supposed to win, and then I never consider anyone an underdog. I don't care how small you are, what it looks like. I treat everyone like they're the most dangerous person in the room. That's our battle plan on there. And in airsoft, it's BB wars, right? Like you can argue, oh, they didn't call hits, or they didn't do this, or they didn't do that. At the end of the day, you got to win.
What's up, CRISPR?
Yeah, you got to win.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, will both of you adjust your plans for next time? That's the question there.
I
From
think
what you saw, granted, like we said, like we talked about, it was only the first Evo, but was it enough for you to understand the other team and make an adjustment?
I think if you're not making adjustments, you're not learning, right? I feel Warden would feel the same, right? You're going to learn a thing. Even if it was perfect, right? You're going to see things that didn't go right. I have a few things that I would switch right off the bat. If the same game were being run back, I'm sure Laz would have different challenges next time. But if you're running back the exact same game, I would do things differently. Not a lot, but a little. I'd like to request a technical driver who's
that knows the right from the left, right?
Oh my God, I'm telling you, left.
And knows where the left button is at.
Like where we went when we started the op is not where I told him to go. We were going to go support the reinforcements to the cell block. He drove right in the middle of the field. I was like, bro, the other left. Yeah, stop. But it was a good time. He's a great guy, man. I'd let him drive next time. He's got the hang of it now, right? Yeah.
You just got to teach him where's the unlock and the lock button.
Bro. I told Laz at the break, I was like, yo, something's wrong with the trunk, man. He goes, what's up? He gets in there, he pushes the button, he goes, try it, and it opens right up. And I'm like, I quit. I thought we were friends, man. You gave me this guy.
Hey, let's blame it on the Hummer. The Hummer had technical issues.
You know the Hummer ran great, right? Our issues were with my crew.
That's the driver's new call sign. Technical issues.
Yeah. and the guns went down, right? Like, I mean, I had a minigun that I literally approached and pointed towards building because people thought it was scary. It did not work.
Javier, what's up, Javier?
My Mark 18 was the only functional weapon we had. I believe my gunner had like an assault rifle as well. But overall, I was a one-man wreck. I mean, you saw what I was doing out there, T14, with just my Mark 18 and mags. I was getting pistol kills from the turret. Like, I had to transition. Like, it was a target-rich environment at times. I honestly, though, it was not my plan. I didn't want to be up there. If you've never been a gunner on a technical, give it a shot. I played 20 years. I've never been up there.
It's fun.
It's a different dynamic. It was fun. People shoot at the technically not supposed to. I got shot so many times with BBs. Face, everything. I almost took a Reaper round to the face. You know, like it's spicy up there. But it was a fun time. I don't need to do it ever again. But like bucket list, right?
I think one of the things that Laz should do, which Venom was telling me, the drivers, next time we do that 10 and it's going to be the same vehicles again, I think we're going to have to, whoever either or gets the vehicle, I think we're going to have to put some type of flag green or something, because there was a lot of confusion where I think even our team was shooting our own vehicles, and I was like, yo guys, we're on the same team. But there was a lot of confusion because the guys that was driving the vehicles was wearing tan as well. So it was a little confusing for the guys with you know, on the green side, especially for the new guys once I told that I was gonna get Venom, I said it a bunch of times, guys. This is our vehicle, you know. Don't shoot at it.
We had similar issues. I know Venom was wearing the crew was wearing multicam, which was confusing. It confused our guys, even though like they knew I was in it. Like I'm trying to tell them the pickup truck is green. Yeah, an identifier if they're both going to be tan vehicles, which are great. Yeah, there's going to be something to probably help.
Yeah, he told me, Venom told me he would have bought some type of mesh or something to put it over the, you know, the car so it could be green at least, you know, some type of difference. I needed to end up taking my green shirt, and put it around the antenna, which they kept. I want it back, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I would say from an op standpoint, if that was our biggest problem and takeaway, it's a victory, right? Like, if these are some of the things we're talking about, what could go better about the op, it really is a credit to Laz. I know how hard you worked to set this up.
Oh, yeah, it was a great op.
I know you're player first, right? And it's different when, you know, there's host and then there's players. You want it to be fun. You want it to be challenging. You want to throw, like, I know the second half, you had a lot of stuff just to throw at people to make it exciting. It's a shame.
Guys, on the second half from the Fragos, you know, I told BG afterwards, but I had ideas. You know how there's a medical center in there? Well, instead of orange suits, I was going to put red suits on my fastest tryhards. Those would have been capture only, cannot shoot them. Like, I was going to have them being tackled, taken down, or at least tagged type stuff, and brought back to the medical center. They were going to run around like just mental people that needed to be captured. You know what I mean? I had 3 guys ready to do that, and they were willing to do it, and it would have been just so much more fun. I had so many other things that I was gonna throw at you guys. Like I said before, that other one that I threw about the stretcher being there, they weren't expecting that. And I was gonna be one of those guys, you know, the guy, oh, he got hurt, so now you gotta get the stretcher out of the hospital, bring him back. And that's all gonna be extra Fragos, not including the main actual objective for the second half. The second half was gonna be a pure race.
So you
when
got
I say race
on screen there, Laz. I don't know if you can read it on your phone.
Hold on.
I want to know about Stronghold 2, baby.
Stronghold 2, baby.
Stronghold 2.
I want to say it will happen. I am still working on it when it's going to happen, but I'm still just finishing up the paperwork. If I get it, it will be announced ASAP, and I will guarantee a better weather. I'll give you guys that much. It will be a lot cooler than it was. It's not going to be in the summer.
I hope it's
not going to be in
hotter.
the summer.
I hope it's more humid.
Cooler, bro.
I hope I'm swimming in my pants.
We're gonna try to avoid the water this time. That's all.
I will
We're gonna
say
try to
that
avoid the water.
The weather we had was fortunate while the weather held. We did the promo video there a couple months ago. It was so hot. I was very concerned about the number of heat casualties we would have had the weather been what we thought it could be. So, like, while things went down the way they did, it beats a bunch of heat casualties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
that's true. Don't get it twisted. I still had 3 heat casualties and one twist of a knee. But the heat casualties that I had, I'm glad that everybody talked to them, because they came up to me or came up to one of my staff members and said, please, I need a break. I need to come out. You know what I mean? They actually came up to us and told us. We didn't have to see it. So there was no Mississippi's or any blind man's called the whole game. They just literally, lads, I hurt my knee. Do me a favor, call it out. And we caught it perfectly in times where it didn't have to be no blind man's or Mississippi's. And I can say that it has never been any events that I know of that I've never heard one blind man or one Mississippi. So I was pretty proud of that. You know what I mean? I was pretty happy that happened. And nobody wants any injuries. You know what I
You
mean?
should be
That's the
happy
last
with
thing
the
I
whole
wanted.
event.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
totally be happy with the whole event.
All we want is hurt egos and pride. Also, if the weather continues the way it's going, they're going to have to make Narcans for dehydration at this point. Like, I'm just, it's crazy. Props to you though. On
Oh,
like
nice
a
drop.
logistical note, for you, Laz, you need your flowers in terms of implementing your ideas and executing them on the field for player enjoyment. I really do think you killed it. Like honestly, I've played your events down at Matrix. Always a great execution, always super fun, always very flavorful. And here, how you executed your game, I just from a logistical mechanical standpoint, I think you did a very good job. Always room for improvement. Can never say it's perfect because that's not how this industry works. I'm very pleased with how it played, and you should be pleased as well, sir. Excellent
I
work.
appreciate you. Thank you very much, brother.
Gentlemen,
Thank you, sir.
we got a little over 3 minutes left. That gives each one of you about a minute. Give me a final thought. BG, what do you got?
Man, I just want to say thanks to everyone who came out, supported my friend and the community. It was great to meet a lot of new people. I'm very happy with how Tan did. Guys, I know we didn't get to run the way. Like, keep your heads held high. It's a loss. It's all on me. If I had known I was only going to play half, I would have done things differently. You guys did a great job. I know you were ready to go. The resistance was ready to party at 3 o'clock. Laz will tell you, we were there. We're ready to go. I respect Warden and his leadership. Papa, I've always respected you and everything you do for Airsoft, the community. Thank you, sir. Toucan, you're funny to watch on the podcast. I don't know you very well, but like, you're always entertaining. Laz, you're my
BG,
boy.
this is why I like you.
Laz, you're my boy. Stronghold 2, you count on me. I will be there.
Appreciate you, brother.
Warden, what do you got?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man, it was a great event last. Good. Let's run it back. And Papa, you already know. Let's do it again. Let's have and see how it turns out to be. Let's see if it's. I have to get all the teams on board and get start. Get everybody prepared, and let's see if we could get this win again.
Guys, there's so much hype behind this event. Honestly, I've already had so many DMs and so many people already asked me for part 2. It feels like I'm running a prize fight, which I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm like, this is gonna be amazing. Like, no matter what, the next game we're playing. It can snow in Florida for the first time. We're playing. If it can rain, there will be no excuses. The game's going on. There is no forfeiting. It can be 10 versus 3 at the end of the day. We're gonna play it, by the way. So you come to that op, and I'm gonna triple the amount of objectives that I had this time. I am gonna destroy you guys. Now that I know that it can play out. Now I know what can play out and what can't. I can guarantee you I'm gonna give you more stuff than you guys can handle.
Maybe
Because
maybe
you
we can
both
have more. Maybe
because
we
you
can even have
both
more control boxes.
I am straight up gonna tell you this. You both CEOs impressed me, and all the players impressed me. Green, in the 14 games that I have played there, in those 3 hours, have never played harder. And I noticed that. You know what I mean? Usually they quit. Straight up. Green quits. For one reason or another, they always quit. They did not quit. And that's what made me feel even better. Because they gave me a chance to say, you know what, I must be doing something okay that they're not quitting. Something's going on that they're not quitting. You know what I mean? And I was looking so forward to the second half, and now the second half it became a second game. I'm going to give you guys that second half and then some.
Okay.
Trust and believe that.
There it is. You heard it, guys. You heard it. Nope. Thank you guys very much for coming on. Warden, thank you for having me as your XL. I really do appreciate it. Laz, thank you so much for putting on the event.
Not a problem, brother.
Like I said, this is the first time I've gotten to play in an event like this with the Florida Airsoft community. We're usually the ones putting the game on, so I don't get to play. Getting to play with and against BG was awesome. You and Bearded, it was fantastic to actually get a chance to play against you, with you, alongside of you. Watching you up top that Hummer, we'll get you down.
Nah.
I'm really looking forward to round 2. I want to see it play the whole way. as an athlete growing up, you never get a chance to test your metal until you go to play against the best. And I really want to make sure that that happens. So thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it, Laz. I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you for this one.
Thank you.
And
Can I add one last thing?
go
Papa,
right
I'm
ahead. Go
sorry.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Straight up, I've been with my resistance for almost 2 years now. And when I tell you we have resistance trainings, we started with 12 teams, we're down to the best 8. And when I tell you when we say we're going to national events, we go to national events and we rock together all the way through.
Mhm.
And the way I saw it, dude, you know how what you were trying to do with the North versus South, I don't see why we can't join the resistance and coalition and actually head to these big events.
Mhm.
Because if we can do it with 80 people, imagine if we do it with 160.
Yep.
You want to put
Absolutely.
Florida on the map? That's how you do it. By show them otherwise. Show them what we actually are doing all this stuff about. It's not about the money. It's not about just this community. It's
Mhm.
about the whole community in general. You know,
You're not gonna hear me argue that.
it can't be no hate. It's got to be pure love, bro. And that's all this game is about.
100%.
Honestly, that's it.
Like,
That's it.
Let
you
me
heard him, guys.
let me ruin this beautiful moment. Laz is right. John is right. BG is right. Laz said this is a prize fight. Hey, yo, BG, take that belt next time, dude. Take the belt. We'll see you in the goddamn octagon, dude. Take it, dork.
But look,
And,
easy
Come on.
to
and on
find, hard
that,
to kill.
take the
You want
belt.
it, come get it.
Guys, thanks
would-
again for coming on. Everybody,
Thank you, guys.
for watching and joining in. We'll see you all next time.
All right, guys.